we've got a lot going on right now. I feel like a lot of different challenges going, so I just wanted to simplify it and show you where I was at. So first, we're still working through our back to the basics trackers. The reason that I wanted to do this for 8 weeks is because I want to help you build habits again. I don't know about you, but things get a little wonky in the summertime. And so, especially like once school starts back up, so we started in August because that's when our East Coast girls start school. And then we're continuing into September because then that's when our West Coast girls start school back up. So I just wanted us to get back on track again with nutrition, with sleep, with habits, all of the things, right? So we've been doing our back to the basics check-in for 4 weeks, which is awesome. But I think that it's good to do something for 8 weeks so that we can really solidify these habits, right? So right now we're still working through our daily habit tracker. If this feels overwhelming to you, you don't have to do it. If this feels like, oh my gosh, I can't put one more thing on my checklist, it's okay. Change it. Make it fit so that it works for you. Like for me, I've gone on here, I scratched out the gallon of water and I put 100 ounces because for me, a gallon of water is unrealistic because I'm gonna be peeing all day long and I'm not gonna be able to do anything else. For me, okay, following my meal plan is on here and I do follow a meal plan, but I don't track everything. Like I make sure that I'm getting in my protein and my veggies, and that's really where I stick because for me, that's what's doable. So what I want this to be for you guys is something that's maintainable, something that you can continue doing. If you look at this and you're like, personal growth, that's ridiculous. I have no time for that right now. I am gonna challenge you because listening to something that's life-giving instead of scrolling maybe is going to deposit more into you than something that doesn't. So let me be a little bit more specific. When the girls were younger, we would talk about true rest a lot, and I would talk about like what your body is craving right now is downtime, and that's totally fine. We all need downtime. But what we have to be intentional about asking ourselves is, how do I feel best rested? Am I gonna feel best rested after going for a walk with a friend? Am I gonna feel best rested after sitting down and reading a book? Am I feel best rested after snuggling on the couch and watching a show with my family? Like some days your answer is gonna be different, but just make sure, so for that personal growth thing, the thing that I want for you, my hope, my desire, my goal for you, is that whatever that piece is, it will just be something that's life-giving for you and that it will be true rest. So we are still working through this. What I'm not doing with this anymore is a giveaway at the end of every week if you've turned in your trackers. I'm still gonna have a spot to turn in our trackers because I think that it's important, especially for us that are going through it, that we have that piece of accountability so that we remember, oh yeah, I was supposed to be filling that out this week. It's just another helpful tool, right? The second thing that we're talking about this week is journaling. The reason for this is it goes totally in line with our back to the basics stuff. I think that right now we're not needing to just fuel our bodies well, but we're needing to fuel our minds well. So I wanted to create a space for that for you. So think back for me a couple of months to when we talked about our ladders. For those of you that are new, this is just real rough here. Oh, look at those hearts went totally through because it got wet. Oh, it looks so cute. Okay, so this is just a really rough sketch, but create a ladder on a piece of paper. Write your goal at the top of your ladder. So for me, what I've written at the top of my ladder is being more intentional with my time. Then on the side rungs, the side bars, whatever those are called on the ladder, I don't know. I want you to write your why down. So my why is so that my girls can see me slow down and so my girls can see me pouring back into me. Because that's something that's important for me to let them see so that they know that's okay for them too. Then each rung of the ladder is a way to help me get to my goal. So be more intentional with my time. I want to journal 3 days a week. Be more intentional with my time. I want to read every night before bed. Be more intentional with my time. I want to be in bed every night by 10 p.m. That kind of a thing, okay? each rung of the ladder is to work you towards your bigger goal. So if you want to sketch that out with your back to the basic stuff and with your journaling, that would be a great place and time to do that again. Just a way to like refocus your goals, refocus your ideas. Then the last piece of our challenge right now, the last thing that we're working towards, is our dessert challenge. So I posted this for you guys. I'll post it again and I'll make sure to stick it in the files section. But what we're working on right now is our feel good tracker with our dessert challenge. So our dessert challenge is to be drinking our Shakeology every day. This does not mean that you have to go crazy with the dessert recipes, but it's giving you permission to go crazy with the dessert recipes if you want to branch out. Today, I'm busier. I've got a lot going on. So my dessert is just in a shaker cup today. I did not even put it in the blender. That's fine. What you are working on is getting down how you're feeling because of Shakeology. So the reason that I wanted to do this is because for me, when I first started doing Shakeology, when I first started drinking it, one, I wasn't drinking it every day. Two, I wasn't intentionally focusing on how it was making me feel. And it wasn't until the end of drinking it consistently for 30 days, which I did for you guys, it wasn't until the end of the 30 days that I was like, oh, my gut feels way better. Weird. And then with having the girls drink it for 30 days straight, their cramps were way better. Their acne, like neither one of the girls struggle with acne, but like they'll get the pimples here and there, especially around their periods. So after consistently drinking it and like actually paying attention to that, we all had things that we walked away with that we noticed with our health. So I want you guys to have that same opportunity. And two, the reason that we're doing it as a dessert challenge is because my goal, so I'm doing 4-week gut protocol again, and we're not doing a lot of desserts with 4-week gut protocol. And especially before my period, I want crap. And what I notice is that when I save my shake for the evening or when I turn it into something more fun, like cookie dough, then that really helps for me with the cravings. And I'm actually to the point now, like yesterday I had my shake during the day because I needed to get in more veggies, and I didn't really have lunch because I ran out of time because we were out stacking wood, all the things. So then I just ran in real fast and made a smoothie. But last night when we sat down after we had a barbecue last night because of Labor Day, but after I sat down I was like, now I want cookie dough. Like now I'm craving that in the evenings, which I love. So the feel good tracker is something else that I'm adding to the next 4 weeks. Again, if this feels like a burden, don't do it. If it feels like a burden to do both things, don't do both. Do one or the other. But we are in a dessert challenge right now. The reason for that is to help us track how we're feeling. It's to help us track how our body is functioning, that kind of a thing. It's also so that we can be creative with our recipes and post more ideas for people. Emily Gregory just wrote on my shake the other day, wait, you put all of that in your shake? And I do, because I had no idea. Like, here's a random thought. I followed Donald Stamper. He's in a lot of the autumn programs. And he threw broccoli in a shake the other day, and that's not something I ever would have thought of. Like, I would have thought you could have tasted broccoli, which people tell me all the time with, wait, you can't taste the cauliflower, and you can't taste the zucchini, you can't taste the spinach. That's weird. But you can't. So it was the same with the broccoli. So now I'm getting more adventurous and throwing in cabbage and beets and, all the things. You really can't taste them. It's not that big of a deal. So the other reason that we're doing this and we're posting our recipes and getting creative with stuff is because then we can share ideas with each other. And this week we're sharing a lot of recipes, so it fits right in. Then at the end, this is a 4-week tracker because for me, I didn't notice big changes until doing 30 days straight of Shakeology. And I don't ever skip a day. Like on the days that I don't work out, I still drink my shake. So at the end of the 30 days, then you'll turn in your completed tracker, and that's what I'm going to do. The next giveaway is at the end of the 4 weeks. So those are all of the things that we are working on in the month of September. The dessert challenge, I think, ends, I'll post the date for sure, but I think it's like October 4th or something like that, whatever that Sunday night is, October 3rd. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I will post the date. But if you are willing to do this with me, I would love your company. Let me know if you need any help with anything.